She-Ra makes her return! And no one is excited. Before I start, I just want to say I am not a fan of She-Ra. I am aware of her existence, and that she had a show back in the 80s and a show now, but I don't really care about her character or the lore. I'm just stating my opinion on why nobody is hyped for the reboot. That said, let's go! I can't talk about the show unless I talk about the elephant in the room, which I'll get to, but I'll save that for later. Firstly, let's talk about the marketing behind the show. So we got a poster for the show back in May, 6 months before its release. You might be thinking that this is okay since other movies and TV shows drop their trailers around this time. However, all we got for the poster was just an outline of She-Ra. Nothing else much. We didn't get a proper trailer for She-Ra until 2 months before its release. Now, when you're rebooting a show or revisiting a property, you need to build up hype for an extended period of time. Why? Because fans are going to be skeptical of your reboot, and you gradually need to build up hype to calm their nerves. Now, there are examples of announcing something a few weeks before it comes out, but it is either clever marketing or some sort of special event. So the hype wasn't being built up. And now we get desperate defenses from the news sources. Oh my, this is just gold. The New York Times compared the show to Miyazaki. Wow. I mean, I don't know if the show's gonna be great or not, but that's just trying way too hard. And there have been other articles to say that this show's gonna be great because it has girl power, which alone doesn't make a show good. That's not the only thing they talk about, but is a big part of it. Another problem I noticed is that why bother to reboot the show at all? I understand with franchises like Transformers because those have had multiple versions that have proven to be successful and are widely known throughout pop culture. She-Ra though... Younger audiences don't have much of a connection to She-Ra since the franchise as a whole has been dormant for years. The only people who would care about this show would be people who grew up with She-Ra in the 80s. But since this is a reboot, this isn't the same She-Ra they know, so there's no appeal to it. And now I have to talk about the big, stomping elephant in the room. The design of She-Ra. Firstly, I'm not going to talk about my opinion too much because this is just meant to be a general examination of why not a lot of people are excited for this show. But I'm going to show you this image to show you what's wrong with this design. If you have read any mainstream news article or watch any big cartoon YouTubers talk about this show, they would just say that it's just guys hate on it. Well, that's not the whole picture.
Even where the lines are drawn. Man arms.
Yeah.
Man arms.
Yeah. So
I think
anyway.
He-Man confused it. Man at arms.
If this was what they were starting with, if this is their first impression, it wasn't a great first impression.
Yeah, the red cape.
It doesn't look like it's a part of the same design.
Yeah,
it looks like
it's been tacked on. The artwork doesn't look that up to par with actual decent art and animation. Not like She-Ra was.
And while the original voice actor for She-Ra never gave her opinion on the design, she did call out the demonization of the old school fans. Now, does this mean She-Ra and the Princesses of Power will flop? I don't know. This show could connect to younger audiences and survive for a few seasons, or it performs so badly that Netflix cancels it the first chance it gets. And since a season 2 is already in production, Netflix will have to stand by their guns, even if their guns explode in their faces. She-Ra could succeed, and if that happens, good for She-Ra. But I don't see this show lasting more than 2 seasons because older fans don't care about the show and kids don't know who She-Ra is. Only time will tell. Thank you for watching the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Have a great day and I'll see you next time.